Welcome back, Drinkstuff fans. I am Steve the Barman, and today I'm so happy I can finally rock out the William Fox syrups. They're kind of brand new to Drinkstuff. Not actually live at the time of filming, but they will be live very soon on the website. They're brilliant. I've done a product showcase video so you can see what flavours are coming out. This is the very first one I'm filming for inspiration with the flavours that they will be selling. So I've got cola syrup. This just tastes and reminds me of cola bottles, the sweets. It is lovely. So the cocktails I've got, very obvious to quite a lot of people, really, but I've got a cola old fashioned with whiskey. I've got a cherry cola Daiquiri, so we've got a cherry spiced rum in there, and I've got kind of the other kind of thing that goes with Coke, so whiskey and Coke, cherry, you know, cherry rum and Coke or rum and Coke. Then we've got Amaretto. We've got an Amaretto sour with whiskey in there, so split base. Right then, your first cocktails are very, very simple, but I promise you, really tasty. Cola old fashioned, as easy as that. So I've got William Fox's cola syrup. I've just got my go-to whiskey. Feel free to swap this out for your favourite bourbon, your favourite rye, your favourite Irish. I'm not saying I'm not a huge Scotch fan. Scotch might work. It's up to you, but swap it out. Bitters, I've just gone classic Angostura Bitters. Again, you could even go kind of cola bitters. You can get them, they're quite easy to get, but whatever you fancy there. And then just to garnish up, I'm going to use ODK's dehydrated orange, and then Luxardo maraschino cherry. And obviously you can get that, and that from Drinkstuff. So this is a stirred cocktail. We don't shake old fashions down, so I've got my mixing glass there. Very, very simple. You can adjust the sugar to your own ratios. I'm going for 15 ml. Half an ounce. Then I'm going for my whiskey of choice, Jack Daniels, and I'm going for a 60 ml double bubble, 2 ounces of just my go-to whiskey. And then bitters, for me personally, I always say bitters are like bartender's salt and pepper. I've made this cocktail so many times, I'm going for 3 dashes. If you want to dial that back, that's completely up to you, but I'm going to go for 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, what we need to do is just add some ice, and we stir it down. Now, I say this all the time, there's no rule for this. My hard and fast rule, though, is just to kind of double the volume of liquid. And for me, that's normally stirring down for about 90 seconds or so. So just give it a good stir. That should be perfect. And then just to serve up, I'm going for just a decent rocks glass. I've cracked out, I haven't used these for ages. I've cracked out a ball of ice from my freezer in there. And I'm just going to single strain this over the top. Lovely, jubbly. Use what? You can even use that ice if you wanted to. Now, as I say, just to garnish, I've got a dehydrated orange. I think orange, just standard for me, old fashions orange. There we go. And then always remember to kind of seal them, otherwise your fruit will kind of go a little bit soft. But if you seal it up, it's fine. And then I'm just going to use a maraschino cherry. And I'm so happy Drinkstuff sell these now. These are amazing. That is just, I love it. It's just like a proper classy whiskey and Coke. That's all it is. But the cola syrup really comes through there. And for me, Jack Daniels just smashes it. But, you know, if you want to use bourbons, rye, whatever you fancy, I love this drink. I really do love it. Now, the second cocktail is just as easy, just as simple, but I couldn't not do it because it's so good. We're going for a cherry cola Daiquiri. Simple, simple, simple. So again, I've got William Fox's cola syrup. I'm using my go-to cherry spiced rum. This is a banging cherry spiced rum. You could even use normal rum and a little bit of extra cherry syrup, but not all cherry liqueur. You could go that way if you fancied, but there's plenty. There's a few, well, say plenty, there's a few other cherry rums out there that you can use. I've got some lemon juice, and then to garnish up, I've just got some ODK dehydrated limes. That and that you can get from Drinkstuff. So this is a shaken cocktail. I tell you, cocktails don't need to be complicated. 2-3 ingredients, they just kind of work a treat. So I'm going for 15 ml again, half an. I've just got cola bottled. Oh, I love that taste. So 15 ml, half an ounce of cola syrup. This is genius, this stuff. Then I'm going to go for a double bubble of my cherry spiced rum. Honestly, me personally, I think it's the best one on the market. I love it. And then the amount of lime juice will be up to you. I'm going for a standard 2-1/2 in this cocktail. So 2 parts booze, 1 part citrus, 1/2 a part sweetener. But feel free, if you want to go equal amounts of citrus to sweet, it's up to you. But I've made this many times. I know it works for me. So 1 ounce, 30 ml, 1 ounce of lime juice. That's what I'm using. So we just need to shake this cocktail up. So plenty of ice and then hard and fast shake, 10 to 12 seconds. Right, and then to serve this up, I'm going for a Nick and Nora glass. You can go like that, glass with ice. It doesn't really matter, but I love little simple daiquiris in Nick and Nora glasses. I'm just going to double strain. Perfect, there we go. That's about right. You obviously could garnish this as well with a cherry, but I'm just going to garnish this with a nice, that should be right on top there, with a nice dehydrated lime. It does exactly what it says on the tin. But with that cherry rum, you get all those spices in there. I think it's got salted, where is it? Salted caramel in there. So it's cherry, salted caramel. You get all those spices come through. But the cherry, it might be a bit too citrusy for some of you. I kind of like, it's daiquiris, I kind of like it like that. But honestly, the cola, the cherry, it's just a match made in heaven. Now your third cocktail, kind of another obvious one, but it really, really works. I'm going for an Amaretto and cola sour. Ingredients for this. Now, cola syrup, William Fox's cola syrup. The Amaretto that I'm using at the moment, most of you will probably have this Arano at home. Of course you will, so feel free to use that. It's up to you on this. You can go just completely 100% Amaretto, or what I like to do with Amaretto sours, I actually use split base. I actually prefer to add a little bit of whiskey. Both work. Both obviously have kind of a different there, but just adding that bit of whiskey just dials back the sweetness a little bit from the Amaretto. And then lemon juice, Angostura Bitters, and then obviously the sours are an egg white cocktail. You know me, I don't use egg white, so we've got the Stillabunt Magic Foamers and that, or you could use Aquafaba, or you could use an egg white. So another shaken cocktail. Let's start off. So again, we're just going to stick to that sort of traditional 2-1/2 kind of thing. So the half is my sweetener, so I'm going 1/2 ounce, 15 ml of cola syrup. And I kind of get away from the cola bottle. Those cola bottle sweets aromas that are going around the bar at the moment is amazing. Next ingredient is the Amaretto, and I'm just going for 30 ml, 1 ounce of that. And then I'm going for my whiskey. If you don't want to use whiskey, do 60 ml of Amaretto. But if you do want to use a bit of whiskey, whatever. I prefer rye in this, but if you want to go bourbon, fine. But just go, so if you're using Amaretto, 60 ml. If you're going split, then 30 ml of each. All right, so I've got another ounce, 30 ml of whiskey. So as I say, I've done my 2 parts, so 2 parts booze. I've got my 1/2 a part sweetener. I want my 1 part now, so to do the 2-1/2. So 1 part of my citrus, so that's 30 ml of lemon juice. Now again, this is a cocktail I've made many, many times. I know the amount of Angostura Bitters I want in this. I'm just going for 2 dashes in this, but this is up to you, all right? So 1, 2. And then to foam it all up, to give us that proper lovely kind of sour finish, or sour, the velvety sort of creamy finish, I'm going for the Stillabunt Magic Foamers, and we're going for 8 drops. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So as always, we dry shake for 5 seconds to take it from that. Hard shake for 5 seconds, and what will happen is you'll get lovely froth like that. So I'm now just going to ice up my shaker, 1 more, and then we're just going to chill the cocktail down now. So half-fast shake for 10 to 12 seconds, all right? And then to serve it up, I'm going in at sort of a rocks size. It's a taller rocks glass, but it's kind of, that's what I mean, kind of like a tumbler like that. It's the same size, it's just a taller one. And it's up to you. You can use fresh ice. I'm just going for the whole shake and dump thing here. It should be, I've done this many times, it should be about bang on. There we go. I'm just going to pop 1 more cube of ice on top there, lovely. And then to garnish, I'm going for the double. I'm going to do exactly what I did for the old fashioned. I've got a dehydrated orange sitting on top there, and then I'm going to use Luxardo maraschino cherry, because all sours need a cherry on top, don't they? So there we go. Proper cherry. Oh, that is great. Again, that is absolutely lovely. It's like a classy amaretto and Coke. It's just really good. Again, for some of you that might be a bit too citrusy, but that's kind of what the sours are. But if it is too citrusy, just dial the lemon juice back a little bit. I don't think you need to add more cola syrup, but that is just glorious. I love that. If you enjoyed that and you want even more inspiration, then dive into that video and playlist that's popping up on screen right there. As always, big old thumbs up if you like the recipes, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel.